Will be tonight, as the perfect event will retain the tag team titles and go down as the greatest tag team champions in WCW history. And Gene, we got a little something special for you here at Starcade.
What's that? What's that?
Don't worry about it.
I gotta tell you something. That guy there especially, that little wise ass, I'm gonna slap the crap out of him one of these days. Tony, back to you. What the?
Well, as Mark Madden found out in Canada earlier this year, don't mess with Mean Gene Okerlund.
Hey, don't bring that up again, you jackass.
Here he comes, the franchise who tonight gets a chance of becoming the United States Heavyweight Champion.
And for the first time in a long time, he's approaching the ring solo after what went down with General Rection.
It's been a personal vendetta that started back on the 29th of November, and then remember when General Rection had the world title shot back on December 4th, after he was in the Steiner recliner, the franchise nailed him. Then he took out his anguish on the Corporal last week for General Rection to come in for the save.
Cut the damn music!
And help matters out.
Cut the damn music, Tony! He is not in a good mood.
We've cut the music, Mark.
Even low IQ morons like you can see something's missing from my side. I've taken 20 years of my life to be the best this sport has to offer up, and people like you don't show me the respect I deserve. I think they are.
Well, once again, you earn it, you just don't get it.
Now, General Rection, Hugh Morris, you're responsible for that beautiful woman missing by my side tonight. So I promise all of you idiots that your ticket will be paid for because of what he did to my girl. I promise you tonight, it won't take 36 days for them to figure out who has won this contest. Cause tonight the franchise puts a hole right in Rection's heart, and in front of all you Washington, D.C. morons, I take his title away. What a proud U.S. champion Shane Douglas would be. He's from Pittsburgh, my hometown, the city of champions. The great Bruno Sammartino's from there. All-time hockey star Mario Lemieux. IBF lightweight champ Paul Spanafora defended his title yesterday successfully. Today, Shane Douglas brings more gold home to the city of champions.
Is that Pittsburgh you're talking about in South Canada? That's the question.
Good call, Tony.
Canada.
What was that, Tony? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. You were watching your monitor. You weren't paying attention to what I was saying. But here comes the United States champion, General Rection.
Hey, and he's great, too. General Rection, one of the best U.S. champions ever. He goes out there hurt, battered. He goes out there with a multitude of injuries. But he's a great, great champion because he has guts.
He's got guts. He's got authority. He is a great leader for MIA, but also, let's call it like we see it. He's a man who has a lot on his mind right now. And will it be enough to keep him back here tonight? Because you think about what happened with Team Canada, Major Guns, defecting to Team Canada, and the recent problems existing between he and Lieutenant Loco, a.k.a. Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Well, let's face it, General Rection is the leader of a very dwindling army right now. Guns is gone. Chavo Guerrero, it looks like he's gone. I don't know what the deal is with Corporal Cajun. Rection's almost on his own, and he's on his own against the wrong guy right now. Earlier today, I talked to the franchise about this very matchup. He made it crystal clear. His personal hatred for General Rection has superseded the United States title, and that's a mistake for the franchise. That is the #1 contender belt in World Championship Wrestling, a very prestigious title. Franchise better concentrate on the belt and worry about the hatred for another day. I don't know, hatred can be an awful good fuel to get you to where you can win a title like the U.S. belt, Scott. But General Rection comes in with the belt. All he's got to do is survive the franchise. Can he suck it up and defeat the belt? Oh, wow, that was close.
Calling the referee, it also served to get the attention of General Rection. who had put the brakes on, and General Rex used a 300-pound frame up against the body of the franchise, up against the turnbuckles, and now the General taking charge on the outside.
Yeah, I guess that would have been another accident if Rection would have hit Charles Robinson.
That was an accident.
Chavo Guerrero would have hit Charles Robinson. Chavo Guerrero has the winning attitude. That's why he has a belt and why Rection's fixing to lose his.
Hang on! You're trying to tell me doesn't General Rection have a belt?
Not for now, he does.
High atop the broadcast table, General Rection, our U.S. champion, doing a dance on the franchise.
Oh, as we try to regather. Second man in the ring for disadvantage.
Forget a belt. He needs a truss.
Is that how Danucci taught him at school?
They have. Here he comes again. Look at the gut shots. Look at the face of the franchise.
Those are gut shots. Those are, well, something that rhymes with gut shots.
That last one. Oh, he has cojones of steel. And he's daring him to hit him again.
Look at the General.
Unbelievable bear hug.
He took everything the franchise had to offer. I mean, everything. And he's still standing. The United States heavyweight champion, proving for once and for all time he is deserving of that title.
I hate to say this, but he messed up his hair and went to a bear hug. Bruno, you may hate me, but you gotta love this.
Messed up his hair? Come on. How much more can the franchise take? Look at the big, powerful, massive arms of the General, of the champion, squeezing the life out of the pride of Pittsburgh. Present company accepted, of course.
Look where they are. They all look at the bite of the forehead, the bridge of the nose, forehead, somewhere in that vicinity. It goes back and again. The massive arms, look where they're hooked to the lower back, below the rib cage, going not only in but up in the pain, shooting the body of the franchise. It's got him over. He could have it pinned. 1, 2, no.
Also very close. The franchise all but out in the grasp of the General.
My lord, he is all but out.
And that is a bear hug. Make no mistake about it. The General at what? 340. Just huge, bigger than ever. Squeezing the life out of the franchise.
Pretty good, sound game plan here. He has worked on the back. But also, while working on this back, we have seen an amazing test of strength and effort by General Rection for him to not even flinch from those low blows from the franchise is unbelievable.
Let's not forget Rection has a bad shoulder, a bad knee. Hell, he has a bad everything. How he can maintain this kind of hold for this length of time, well, that's all will, that's all gut, that's all heart. That's what Rection's about.
Well, look at the franchise just taking a chunk out of the face of the champion.
That's all he could do because the bear hug, he falls on him. 1, 2, 3.
No!
It wasn't three, wasn't three.
I thought it was 3.
It was so close.
Didn't have the legs.
The franchise does not look good, man. He is not. Oh, here he goes. Clear your throat, Mark. You're going to get your line out. Your champion is high atop the ring.
No, you're not.
Oh.
No. Not only did he hit, he spilled heavily to the ring.
Die, fat ass, die.
Not funny at all. Still something left in the franchise after absorbing repeated bear hugs from General Rection. Oh! Reverse running neck breaker that time. Caught the head. And the franchise has
Break his back, Shane.
Has something left for the fans as well as he goes back again. How much is left of General Rection is the question here. He hooks up the 340 and he puts him down with a pile driver. It could win it for him, but he's not going for a cover.
He got him up with ease. That's 340 of General Rection and the franchise. That's power.
I am amazed the franchise was able to do that after all the pressure that General Rection put on his back with that bear hug. Just moments ago, wham! Neck breaker. Oh, the franchise in control. I love it.
And again, he goes back to the attack on the fans here at ringside at the MCI Center. He'll go for the cover now. 1, 2, and he kicked out too little, too late that time. And that time the franchise cost himself. Why would he do that? He's a veteran.
Wrenching the neck of the General, the franchise. And he has to know in his heart of hearts, he was very, very close to losing this matchup. He knows this may be his last shot in this match. Rection is ready. He wants to keep the gold.
Bottom line is this. Normally, you would pick a weak spot to work on, an injured body part. But Rexon's whole body is injured. Rexon's whole body is beat up. The franchise has a lot of places to attack, and right now he's working on that neck.
We've talked about what the General has been going through in the personal crisis within the MIA. But let's talk about what the United States title means to this big man. He has shown so much heart, determination, intestinal fortitude, any word, any term, any cliche you want to use, he has it all because he is proud to be the United States champion. He picked up the franchise. Look at that show off. Immense power, and out goes the franchise all the way to the floor. Not a bad move by the franchise. You get out of the ring after that exchange.
The franchise is nothing if not smart. Even injured, he knows what to do, and where to go, Tony.
General Rexon not only became the United States champion, he won it. He took it from the Canadian Lance Storm. He took the moniker of Canadian heavyweight champion away from it. He's got him up. What's he gonna do? Oh.
That was a pretty dirty move there. He ran his head right into that metal ring post.
Certainly did, and again, we talked earlier about that ring moving from the impact. It happened again. The franchise just brained himself on that corner post.
So this proud fighter, this proud American, and this great competitor, great athlete, goes back to the attack. Right now, the franchise, after hitting the ring post, is busted open. The forehead is open. So what does the General do? He goes back to the attack, and the forehead of Shane Douglas once again.
The franchise most definitely has been cracked open by the General. This is brutality. We talked earlier. This is hatred between these two men.
This is a war, and this is a war that a General loves to dominate. And right now, he's doing just that. Right now, look at the franchise. Is absolutely no defense at all. Has nothing to fire back on the man with. He's in, he's up, and he's down. He's lifeless right now.
I can't tell, but I think the franchise might be busted open. I saw a trickle of blood on his forehead, Tony.
It's more than just a trickle, Mark. Look at this.
Here we go.
Going up again. He tried this maneuver moments ago. Thwarted by the franchise.
What, look at the franchise. The ever-present Pittsburgh chain wrapped around that right fist. Blood or no blood, the franchise just as devious as ever.
Where did the franchise come up with that from? Where in the world? Swinging a blind miss. Get a belly to back. A great counter that time, but does the General have enough left to make a cover?
Well, where's the chain? The chain's off the franchise's hand.
Hold on a minute.
It's the Cruiserweight Champion, Chavo Guerrero Jr.
What's he doing out here? He just grabbed the chain.
What's he gonna do? What's he out here for?
Is he helping General Rexon? He got the franchise's chain away from him.
The franchise.
He tossed the chain to the franchise.
Did you see that reaction from the franchise? He couldn't believe it, and neither can we.
Wait a minute.
Right. He just duked him off.
Wait a minute. Chavo tossed it. He trapped him. He trapped the franchise. Oh!
It was a trap. Why did Chavo do that?
Well, now hold it. That's a pretty cheesy way to retain the title. I wonder if General Rexon, yeah, of course. Rexon knew he couldn't beat the franchise, so he arranged that with Chavo.
Oh, now look at it. He's a bloody mess. The franchise has opened up the General with that chain.
I doubt if Rexon had any knowledge that this was going on.
Do you know that?
Oh! What is going on with Chavo Guerrero?
These two men just fought the fight of their lives for the U.S. title. The U.S. title. What if it was the world title?
No, the franchiser. Does the General even know that Chavo's in there? Does he know it? That's my question. He's going to put the franchiser on Chavo.
The franchise.
Now he puts a swing towards the referee.
It's going to be a disqualification. Here come the Misfits. The Misfits in action.
God, they're in. And now the franchise runs away. Well, the fact is, via disqualification, the General is still the United States champion, but still, the motives of Chavo Guerrero Jr. are very cloudy, unclear. Why was he there? What were his motives? And now look at this. The General looking now. He sees Chavo in the ring. I still don't... I don't know if we can pick that up or not if they're arguing. Yeah, there we go. Sergeant AWOL holding back a bloody mess of a General. Why did you do it? Is that what he said? Our question exactly.
Now look at Purple Cajun tending to Chavo Guerrero Jr. He's been warned about that activity.
A lot of unanswered questions that maybe will be answered tomorrow in Richmond, Virginia on Monday Nitro when Chavo